The standard that I'm going to be showing you how to use manipulatives with is 2G3. It is also the standard I had for my family math night games. Partition circles and rectangles into 2, 3, or 4 equal shares. Describe the shares using the words halves, thirds, half of, a third of, and describe the whole as 2 halves, 3 thirds, and 4 fourths. Recognize that equal shares of identical wholes need not have the same shape. So I focused just on circles for my game, and so I made a circle pizza. I'm trying to see if we can see it. And then the students would pick a card. So I'll just do one to show us. Okay, customer 1 wants pepperonis on 4 fourths of her pizza. So the next step would be to take a strip and to partition your circle into fourths. So typically it would be cutting the pizza in half and then grabbing another strip and cutting it in half again to give us fourths. And then it says they want pepperonis, so I have little pepperoni pieces that have Velcro on the back that just stick on the pizza. And this is where the student would stick everything on the pizza because 4 fourths. And I would say something to the effect of 4 fourths, so that means they want the whole pizza covered in pepperonis. And this visual shows them that 4 fourths is the same thing as a whole. So you have the pizza covered, and there you go. And I didn't have the Velcro like a certain number, so they couldn't really think mathematically how to do it. They really had to partition it. So when I say mathematically, I'm sorry, I mean like they couldn't determine how many Velcro were in each section. It wasn't a certain number they had to get to cover. So that's showing 4 fourths. I'll read another customer card. So now we could do, okay, this is a good one. The customer wants green onions on 2 fourths of her pizza and black olives on the other 2 fourths of her pizza. So it's using the word fourths to show that's the same thing as half. So 2 fourths. So we would think again, cut it. And some students might know 2 fourths does mean a half. So they could just divide it like this and know that it would be half the pizza covered. And if not, take another strip and divide it into fourths. And from there, they would use the green onions and cover 2 fourths of the pizza. And that's how they would do that. And the other 2 fourths was black olives. So then they would take all these and put them on the other 2 fourths. And that's how I would use these manipulatives. To give one more example so we could show something maybe like thirds, because I didn't cover thirds in those first two. I had shorter strips to be able to cut it into thirds. So the student would place it here, another short, and put it out to there, and then another one out to here. So that's how that could be done for thirds, and then whatever the customer card said for thirds. I'll give an example. The customer wants a third of her pizza with green onions, a third with pepperonis, and a third with black olives, and then they would use the Velcro manipulative to cover the pizza. There's the black olive and pepperoni. And they would cover like I did in the